they don't want to deal with that, you know. Also, I heard some sad news today. Mia Khalifa and Robert Sandberg, I believe, have broke off their wedding. It could be an internet hoax, you know. I could be completely wrong here, but the good thing is that they left on amiable terms. You know, after I read the little caption on what was going on, and that's hard. You know, it's always hard for me too. You know, I had a past relationship with somebody who really wanted to be a presence on my social media and all that. And I'm just not that guy, you know? And maybe I have to be now that the world is like this. But it's like, why do we have to quantify our love with a picture on social media, you know? But I get it now because, you know, when you got your girlfriends being like, why aren't you on his Instagram page? You know what I mean? It probably sets off a lot of insecure feelings that you don't have to be feeling. So, you know, maybe I should have been more understanding. But what are you going to do? You know, you make mistakes, you learn from them. And all you can do is try to be a better man, a better person, you know. So I think with that sentiment, I will end it. All right. I look forward to catching up next week. I hope that you guys are all well out there. I know that the COVID's coming back, even infecting people that are vaccinated. I mean, it's just, I thought we were on the back end of this. You know, I thought this was going to end. And unfortunately, here we are once again, you know. I don't have all the answers. I don't always know everything. And 50% of the time I'm wrong. But I know that, right? So if you can identify things or times when you've been wrong, then you can make those right. And that's why it's important to me to every night to have a daily reflection. What happened today? And something that I'm realizing too is my energy is really high, right? So sometimes when I say things, people take it the wrong way. People are like, "Oh, why are you saying that?" Or, you know, they look at me like, "Oh my God, what's wrong? Why does this guy have an attitude?" And it's like I have to let them know that I just, that's the way I talk. I'm not trying to attack anybody. You'll know if I'm trying to attack you. You know what I mean? And you know, it's just self-realization. Every day chipping at yourself. You're like a totem pole, right? Carving away. And before you know it, you'll have a beautiful structure. But right now, you know, I'm like rubble. Like the base layers are being poured. The concrete's being poured, you know. But to make sure you have a strong base and then rise up from that and become a better person the next day than you were prior, will honestly help us all. Because, you know, you're out there in the world, you see the dickheads, you see the assholes, and reminds me of that Kanye song, let's have a toast for the douchebags, toast for the assholes. See, I could probably be a singer. By the way, I've always wanted to be in a metal band, so if anybody has people that can play instruments, I want to sing in your metal band, all right? And I'm also looking for 5 to 10 second heavy metal riffs to include in the show. Because, you know, I've been hitting the salsa hard, same sort of tunes over and over again. I want to change that up. I got to talk to my pappy, see if he can hook me up with some more sounds. Alrighty? Alright, everybody have a good week. As you know, you're listening to Sucio Talk. Put it on your social media, hashtag Sucio Talk, hashtag Sucio_talk, hashtag Sucio Talks. All right? Let's get this podcast out there to the world. Spread it more and more and more. At this point, I'm sitting at 11,700 downloads. It's about an average of 300 to 400 a week, right? I want to make that number 10,000. Right? That's the goal here. The goal is to blow this up. So hopefully this tour, will get a lot of attention for the podcast, just because I'll be rolling into town. You tag different restaurants, people that follow them will be like, oh, hey, I want to see that. You know what I mean? So stay safe out there. And if you're going to watch a movie on Netflix, watch The Last 3 Days with Russell Crowe. I mean, I was watching it in my bed here, and I'm just like clutching onto the comforter there, because this movie is, from start to finish, is just intense and suspenseful. I haven't been this let's call it suspensified since What Lies Beneath, with Richard Gere and what's her name? She played Elvira in Scarface. Blonde actress Michelle Pfeiffer, also Catwoman, in the Michael Keaton Batman movies. So great movie, check that out. And keep ending the show and then starting to talk again. So this time I'm serious, guys. I'm done. All right. There is no kitchen stories this week because, all of you were lazy and no one sent me a story. So that's on you guys. All right. I'm asking you for these stories. You guys aren't giving them to me. I don't know what to do. All right. I don't mean to attack you in the last 10 seconds of the episode here. All right. So you guys take care. And again, if you know any chefs in St. Louis, Missouri, Kansas City, Missouri, Nashville, D.C., Connecticut, New York, Rhode Island, Charlestown, New Orleans, Dallas, Austin, then there's a couple places in Arizona that I'm blanking on the name. Tucson, Phoenix, San Francisco, Oakland, L.A., or anywhere in between. I'd love to visit anyone, anytime. You guys have no idea what I'm willing to do to make sure that you guys every week have an episode you want to listen to. Look forward to Sucio Talk. And like I said, I'm trying to build a podcast, little empire over here. So I got 4 more slots for new shows. I'm willing to do collaborative shows. I really want to do one with Andrew Chang. It's like a weekly, update on what the hell he's doing, update on what the hell I'm doing. But even though I'm good at talking to myself, I'm better at talking to people. All right. So peace, everyone. Power equality, always see everything. All right? Later. Sucio out. I lied, I'm back. One more message. My man Chef Swoop, he made a post on his Instagram, and it really, really captured sort of the feeling that you get when you're hustling and trying to be successful. So it's Solomon Johnson, Chef Swoop, all right? He's a restaurateur, Chop 420 champion, the first 420 Chop champion ever, right? OKO Supper Club, The Bust Down Oakland, and Grits Oakland, okay? So he posted something, and he goes, I look at this picture of myself. It's basically just a black and white picture of him. I look at this picture of myself, and I think, who is this guy? I work so often that, believe it or not, I barely look at myself in the mirror. I don't even recognize myself anymore. I sleep, shower, dress, and go. When I look into my own eyes in this picture, I see fatigue, I see sadness, loneliness. But beneath it all, a fire is raging out of control, willing to burn it all to see my dreams manifest into the physical. I'm not perfect, not by a long shot, but I'm aware And that's more than what most can say. I've sacrificed everything. My family lives 3,000 miles from me, same. I don't remember nieces and nephews' birthdays or take breaks on holidays to visit family. I don't hang out with my friends mostly because I can't detach myself from work, and I find myself talking about work even when I'm off. I'm at the point in my life where nothing else matters but my career. I feel terrible confessing that, but I feel a sense of relief as well. I will resurface soon to share my accomplishments with my friends and family. But for now, I ask that you all continue to support me, check in on me, and push me to do more. Because that's all I want in life, is more. I mean, that captures it all, you know? When he says, who is this guy? I've done that before, you know? Because you just work yourself down to nothing. And you're like a thin version of yourself, what we like to call crack skinny. And there is a lot of sadness and loneliness that comes with success, you know. Something that happened to me while I was at Charter Oak, you know, I felt like Chef Costa was my boss, right? So he's not my friend. My sous chefs are my employees. They're not my friends. My cooks are my employees. They're not my friends, you know. Gone are the days that you go out with your whole crew and get absolutely hammered in front of them and fall over. You know, how are you to lead a team if they see that going on with you? You know what I mean? So you're very lonely because you have no friends. And all you care about is work. And, you know, they become your family, which is nice. But at the end of the day, it's always nice to have friends and people to check in on you. You know, Charlie Apple, Tyler Vorse, those are my guys that I call every once in a while because they feel the same thing. You know, they're just doing it. They're going for it. And like David Goggins was saying in my story the other day, it's nobody's going to understand you when you're pushing to be the best. You know, I've lived away from my family. I've had this same feeling that he's talking about here for the last 12 years. You know, since I moved to California, or actually since I moved to Rhode Island in 2007, right? That was school, so there was a little bit of visiting family there. But once I moved, once I started working in the restaurant, not even going to school, just working in the restaurant, my day off was spent sleeping, you know, and sort of everything passes you by. You don't pay your bills. You don't call people on their birthdays. I'm the horrible at birthdays. Like, horrible, you know, even if it's like on a reminder. And these are things that I need to fix, right? But what do you fix first? You can only focus on so many things at once. So, you know, people say, oh, you got to have a balance. You got to have a balance. And yeah, that's true. But for the most part, you know, people that live that balanced life, don't reach the upper echelons of success, right? And that's success through my eyes, right? Because if you have a family, kids, and maybe you're not that, you know, well off, but you're good and everybody's happy in your family, that could be the upper echelon of success for you, right? But I'm talking about being a millionaire, having 5 restaurants, having a whole crew of people that depend on you, that want to work for you, that believe in your leadership, that believe in your thought, right? And I think that this man is building that, right now. He's in it. And I just had to shout him out for that because it is hard to say at this point in my life, nothing else matters but my career. Some people look at you like, oh, that's selfish. Oh, you shouldn't do that. You know? But they don't understand what you're trying to do. You know? And most of the time, you don't understand what you're trying to do. You know? Take it day by day, and you dream, and you work for it. And every day, you're just building slowly, slowly, slowly. And before you know it, you'll have the success that you want. And being like I said before, being around these people